What's good? What's good? We here with segment 3. I'm your guy, Deme D. This is If You Ask Me, Hip Hop Debate Desk, where we talk that music and movie culture. Back with the fellas here. We're gonna keep it going, talking that hip hop shit, hip hop snob shit, hip hop junkie shit. Sure. And I'm gonna bring back a segment. It's been a minute since I did this. We're gonna talk about who had the best verses. So we're gonna start with the song from a veteran in the game, a legend. I mean, that's hands
down. Oh, you mean best? Oh, you mean best verses
from these songs?
Wax.
But that was a great, that's great.
Oh, copy.
Right there. LOX definitely has the best verse. Kiss killed it twice too, but
facts.
So we're gonna start with another legend actually. Oh my God, Busta Rhymes. This is from his debut album. When Flip Mode Squad meets Def Squad, featuring Redman, Jamal, Lord Have Mercy, Rampage, the Last Boy Scout. This shit is fucking crazy.
Yo, can I talk about this real quick? I just want to wax poetic about this a little bit because Jarv and I, along with the rest of the round table, we not too long ago we were talking about the best posse cuts of all time, like what we think are the best ones that are up there, and this was my kind of sleeper pick. I've always felt that this Busta Rhymes joint, Flip Mode Squad meets Def Squad, is an underappreciated, underrated posse joint. I love this song so much. There's a lot of times where like I'll just go to the album just to listen to this joint. Obviously, Busta Rhymes got other, woo-ha and it's a party and all that.
That's one of my favorite debuts.
But this shit here, personal favorite, dear to my heart, man. As far as who had the best verses,
we're going best two verses.
Yeah,
best two verses.
Best two verses. Yeah. Number one, gotta be Redman.
Gotta be Funk Doc.
Easily, Funk Doc. He went nuclear on this joint.
Gotta be Funk Doc.
And I at the time I was already
crazy too.
I was already a Redman fan. You know what I mean? And I've talked about this too. Redman changed my life with What the Album. That album that completely, I was like, this is what shit is supposed to sound like. You know what I mean? And so I was already a fan, but then I heard this verse, I was like, yo, he went up another level. Like, that's crazy.
He turned it up on it.
And the laugh that he had in the middle of the verse, who thinks of that? Crazy, like a maniac, bro.
Like a maniac.
And then the second one was a little bit harder to pick for me. I like Keith Murray's verse. I like Jamal's verse. And overall, I think Def Squad actually took that
easily.
But
we talked about that on Twitter too.
But Lord of Mercy's verse to me would have to be my second pick.
That's not bad.
I think Lord of Mercy, just his style was so unique, his delivery was so unique.
Delivery definitely was tough.
You know what I mean? Maybe not the bar work itself, but the delivery of his verse was crazy.
Definitely had an impact in that voice.
Yeah.
And he didn't, right, because that's his introduction, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
not much after that either, you know what I mean?
I was trying to be nice. You know what I mean?
Not much after
I don't know what happened.
Salute to Lord, but so we got Funk Doctor Spot.
Nah, but Redman on that, it's like,
that's unanimous.
Sometimes like you have guys that rhyme a certain way. Like the way that beat was built, it was a layup for this man. Like his cadence, his breathing, everything. Like he could have wrote those bars in his sleep. Because it's like his verse was so good. Redman was so good that I felt like it outshined the entire song. Like no one else came. Like there was him. Then second place was like somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I'm like, yo, like you made me when we talked about it. When you said that, what the album changed your life, like that really made me go back and listen to Redman again, like, and really put respect on his name. I'm like, this guy's super nice. Like, honestly, Redman need to be on more lists.
Facts.
Fact. We look at him as something else because of his personality, but as a rapper.
Yeah. I mean, he was on this, and then he start too.
How many people
they start fronting on him?
How many people can say they were doper than Pete Redman as a rapper?
Facts.
There's not many people. This is me saying this. Y'all not familiar with me, but I don't talk about Redman nicely. I don't talk about Redman at all.
Right.
But like listening to him is like, oh, a lot of guys could say he's the father of a lot of niggas. Low key.
I mean,
it could be said.
M is on. He's on wax. He's on record saying Redman like heavily influenced his style. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I'm gonna shoot bail. I felt like Busta Rhymes tried really hard on this verse. So I'm gonna give him the second best verse because I didn't like Lil Murray's verse. I didn't like Gage's verse. I wanted to give it to Keith Murray, but he didn't say enough.
He didn't say enough. It was quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Busta aired it, but you going Busta?
I'm going Busta. I'm shooting some bail tonight.
Busta did his thing. I'm actually going Marley G, man. I love his. I like this verse. I like this. G brought. Busta's verse was probably technically better, but I'm on Marley G on that one, right? So we're gonna go with the Skazoo joint. This is from what album is this again? Metropolitan. So we're doing Eastern Conference All Stars featuring Elzai, basically Griselda. Yeah. And who wanted to say? You set up the ladder. You can take this one. Who you take out the best two verses on this again?
Well, you know, I'm gonna give Skazoo some love, but it's his song. But Benny Conway.
I was gonna say you lie if you say Skazoo had the best.
It's Benny Conway. Is
it?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I'm both of them.
I would say there's no whack verse on it. Even Westside tried. Shout out to Westside's not a rapper. He'll tell you he's not a rapper.
There's no whack verse. There's no whack verse.
There was no whack verse, but you know, he came in last.
He definitely.
But to me, Benny and Conway, the only reason why I'll take points off of Conway's verse, I felt like the first 4 bars he was still seeking the pocket, but then the rest of the verse he brought it home. To me, Benny delivered on that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can agree on that.
But to me, it's Benny and Conway.
You going Conway?
LZ somewhere around there, and then the rest. I'm sorry.
Don't disrespect Elzai like that, bro. Pronounce his name correctly.
I don't listen to him. I don't listen to him.
Shouts to Sky. Shouts to Pete Rock. I remember when I first heard that they was doing an album together. I'm like,
Be Fire too.
Over this, man. Yeah, Benny for sure. I think that's unanimous. I think that'll be unanimous because Demi hasn't given his take yet. But Benny smoked that, like just.
Benny smoked it
off the top rope. Smoked it. But the second verse, I'm giving it to Elza.
I figured. It's right up your
I like Conway's verse. I did like it, but there was something I've heard better. I feel like I've heard better Conway verses. I've heard more energetic Conway verses. Yeah. I feel like somewhere along the way he kind of just like lost, his gusto and kind of phoned the rest of it in.
I don't think he liked the beat.
I don't think he liked the beat.
Yeah, you know I think technically it was proficient, but like. I just didn't feel the love. I didn't feel the energy, the soul.
Did it because Skazoo said, "Yo, do this verse."
Right, and Benny was there. Benny was on it. You know what I mean? Westside was on it. So
it wasn't whack, but it wasn't.
But I think Elzai smoked. He also
I feel like he
smoked.
smoked it. That's my picks too right there.
Yeah.
I'm going Benny Elzai.
Yes.
I'm going Benny Elzai.
Shouts to Elzai.
Elzai fans, don't kill me. I just don't listen.
Yeah, because you ain't saying. We just said, those are the verses.
Shout out to Benny and Conway.
Shouts to Detroit, man. Detroit don't get enough.
And they hold lyricism up to a high tier.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, they got two markets, so I guess they both markets is respected. I think we keep shitting on the other market, on the lyricist market.
Nah, New York should
not New York. Not New York. You're right.
We shit on the bullshit.
Facts.
We talked about that too on the rap.
Well, the new New York niggas.
Oh yeah. They don't want to hear that. They listen to the drill. They getting sturdy. You're right. We're old. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm not young anymore.
But I think this one here is a sleeper. Well, I won't say sleeper, but I know it's not talked about often. Stainless from Ito, featuring Willie the Kid, one of my favorite MCs, and another MC that's just killing it right now, Rome Streets. I'm curious to hear y'all pick on this because this was like tough. I was going back and forth.
You were?
Yeah, because it's like they both doing different things. Like there's different things going on. Like, you think it's unanimous?
You want to just shout out at the same time?
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Rome Streets. It's Rome.
It's Rome.
There is no second best verse either. I'm sorry,
It's Rome when it's three.
Rome Streets bodied this. And it's not even because, like, you know what I mean? But it's not close, bro.
You don't think it's close?
It's not close.
I can't say it's not close. I'm going Rome too, but I definitely, tomorrow I might say Willie. I don't know, but I can't say it's not close.
You like Willie. Like, you got his collection in
Willie's my guy, yeah, but Rome my guy too, though.
I don't know. Rome got that by a mile. Like Rome dropped 35, and Willie might have had like 5 assists in the
Wow.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, check that out right there. Etho featuring Rome Streets, Willie the Kid, Stainless. That's a dope album too. That's the Muggs joint too. I think Muggs produced that whole joint.
Yeah. Shouts to Rome, shouts to Coach.
Yes, sir.
Salute. So
yeah.
we're gonna get into the little movie section like I like to do in the third segment. We're gonna talk about how high featuring Redman and Method Man as far as like the rappers in the movie. I mean, so I know they basically played themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's basically Red and Meth. But what did you think about the movie overall? As far they definitely surrounded themselves with seasoned actors.
Right.
So they made sure they did that.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta keep it honest. I'm not too big of a fan of this movie. I don't know. It was like I know that Meth and Red. Look, I'm a big fan of Method Man and Redman as artists, as rappers. Method Man has made huge strides, I think, acting wise since then. He was in The Wire. He's been in some other things. What he's been in something recently. I can't.
He's in Power.
He's in Power. You know what I mean?
The shit with Mac Wiles, whatever that was.
Mac
Wiles' father or some shit like that.
And so he's made huge strides. Redman, he did this movie and basically did nothing else. I think that was a good choice. It wasn't really his lane.
I don't think he was trying to be like. That's why I said they basically kind of paid themselves on some the Jim Belushi type movie. Was that like Animal House type?
Oh, so yeah.
Version of that.
But to be honest, like this type of movie was never my type of movie, even when it was like Animal House and all that shit like back in the day. So it was it was. It wasn't really my vibe.
Because I love that shit.
It was never really my vibe.
Yeah, so we put the two wrong niggas to talk about this movie.
No, but that's the point, to get everybody a different perspective on it.
This movie, I'm gonna be honest. I was hyped about the idea of Meth and Red coming from where they came from as rappers, as artists, coming together and becoming like larger than life personalities.
Yeah.
But the How High music video was better than this movie.
How High music video was.
I mean, I was hyped that they got a movie, but in the annals of hip hop artists making movies and all of that, this is like right there with The Wash with Snoop and Dre. I could keep it. You know what I mean? Kobe, I don't want it.
The Wash was.
I don't want it.
Listen, we got Friday.
The Wash was like the Soul Plane.
Yo, like we got Friday, we got Juice, we got like Paid in Full.
Yeah, but Juice is like a real movie.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
this
saying.
Is more like a movie that's just
It's too goofy.
Yeah, I'm happy that they got the role and they
of
power
course.
as rappers got them that look. The
movie. It was a great move for them, you know, to be in that lane and just get that look. You know what I mean? So as a hustle move, you know, all respects to that.
Meth has made a way since then.
You know what I mean?
I think he was trying, but they was talking about how differently they, in seriousness they took it. So Meth was probably his idea anyway. So yeah. But yeah, salute to the fellas, man. They still both doing their thing and still legends in the game. Salute to all the other artists we mentioned. We're gonna close it out here. Salute to the fellas again. The Rap Roundtable. Make sure y'all tap in with them. Dope platform. You're gonna see us doing more work together. This is the DagogetaTv. Make sure y'all subscribe, share, hit that red button. You dig?
Tap in with them.